as it's going here. I don't know what's going on here. What is that? Is that working? Alright. I think we are all good. I'm learning how to do this. Okay. Alright. How's everybody doing? Okay, so who do we got? We got Hannah Mori. Hi, Hannah Mori. Hi, Bert. Hi, JB. Anybody else? I think that's it. Hi, you guys. How's it going? I guess I can turn this down a little bit. I'm not sure this is... Oh, we don't have to go. Let me know if there's any feedback, because I didn't think about that being a possibility, but it doesn't sound like there's anything. So just let me know. Hi, God's Chosen. Hi, Love9 Golden Dragon. How's it going, guys? Alright, I'm just getting everything set up here. So I was supposed to be using a fancy new webcam and that didn't work out. So I'm like last minute trying to figure everything out again, like always. Okay. I think I got it all figured out. Oh, John Benny, hi! You did get up this early. Oh my gosh. What'd you say? It's like 4 a.m. or something where you're at. Hi, Priscilla. How's it going? How's everybody feeling? We had like some interesting energy. I was checking the solar weather and turn it down a little bit more while I'm talking. I did notice something coming off the sun, and I don't know if they're gonna call it a CME or not, but there was there was definitely something. I keep thinking I'm turning it down. Maybe I'm not. There was definitely some kind of like a psh, and it happened at like 2:30 Universal Time. I want to say. I think they do it by Universal Time, and I have been like really shaky. I know it takes me a second to acclimate to your guys' energy. Gotta take a breath. And then I have this light over here that's really, really bright, shining in my eyes, so I feel really squinty. So if you don't, hope you don't mind. Good, no feedback. Great. All right. So yeah, I'm doing it a little bit different because I want to be able to, because I've been having troll problems, so I just wanted to be able to get rid of them if I could. So I was trying to figure out how to have my computer going at the same time and play the music without there being feedback. So, oh, your head is gonna explode. Yeah, I started getting really bad headache earlier. I was like, oh no, not again, not in another live. I was like, no, it started going away though, thank goodness. Thank goodness for like energy healing. I swear, if I didn't know how to like work on myself, I would be in a load of trouble. I'm still shaking though, really bad. You've been feeling super high vibe, John Benny, like a fire of love energy burning in your belly. I like it. You've been seeing light streams shooting down. Oh, I have been seeing like lights flashing everywhere. My vision is very, I don't know what the word is, like, I can see the energy very clearly. There's a lot going on in the energy. There's a lot going on. Just, I can feel it and I can see it, and I know that I'm not the only one, because kind of the people that have been reaching out to me that kind of are like, so what's going on with the sun? Is there anything going on with the solar weather? The sun is a little bit quiet. There, excuse me, there is the southern coronal hole that is bringing in like a coronal hole stream. I think actually as we speak, last I checked, it looked like we were going up in solar winds. So we're feeling that. But what we were feeling yesterday was really interesting, because we were in like KP0 and KP1. What we were getting yesterday and into this morning was like, what was really spiking up the Schumann resonance wasn't coming from the sun. It was cosmic rays. And how you can tell when it's the sun versus the cosmic rays is when it's coming off the sun, we get these coronal holes that like to give off these streams of energy and solar winds, which help keep the cosmic rays from like kind of blasting us like we were yesterday. but when we get up into like KP4 and 5, for me, I feel that too. So it's like, it's intense. It's like the only time we can, it's really hard to find that happy medium when we're in solar minimum, and I don't think that there's going to be much of one. So just like, I guess we all gotta learn to buckle up and get ready and just like be aware when the energy shifts are coming and know that it's not just us feeling it. I think that's the one thing that's gotten me through these energy waves, has been being able to kind of like look at the graphs and be like, I feel absolutely completely nuts and I don't know why I feel this way, but I have something that I can look at that's showing me that there's energy that's shifting. And we did have a solar wind reversal like a couple hours ago that I had noticed. So if you guys felt something, like, I know I got a really intense ringing in my ears, like really loud this time, louder than it's been. Like the last few times I've been getting tones in my ears, they're getting really loud. I don't know if your guys' tones are getting really loud. You have jittery energy too? Me, oh my god, too. I don't know, I just feel like I've had a bunch of coffee. And that's kind of been really typical every time I start a live, and especially when I have a lot of people in the chat, like, I don't know how many, I have 10 in the chat right now. I get, jittery, and I start picking up on all your guys' energy. It takes me a minute to acclimate, and I actually have been doing pretty good when I, like, grab the tourmaline and the selenite to, like, kind of ground myself. I was running a little late getting started, so I actually will be doing some of that stuff with you guys. So I'm going to just check the chat real quick, because this on my phone goes so fast and I can't read it and talk at the same time, so just 1 second, I'm going to check through and see if anybody has any important questions or things I need to bring through. Angel dust, yeah, like little sparkles in the air. It's been insane. Oh, yeah, so many people have been having migraines, John Beanie. Oh my gosh, it's been insane. Like, not just me, and I know my hand's shaking so bad. I know some of it is because I haven't been eating that good lately. I need to really get better about that. Energetic aura. Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of people's auras lighting up. Like, I don't know if it's just because my sight is getting better or what, but it's like people's auras are just like really starting to glow off their bodies. Like, I can see it just in like a picture now. It doesn't even have to be like a video or in live person. Yesterday it was like techno in your ears. Sounds kind of like a fax machine to me. Like sometimes when I get it, it's like the tones are like almost like discordant. It's frustrating. I'm like, what? It's like I almost want to get my keyboard out and be like, okay, so it's this one and this one. Why are you playing those two notes together? What's going on, Mother Earth? So many visions, started speaking a bunch of different languages, very peaceful and power. Oh, so you're getting some light language upgrades, or just connecting with different aspects? Love 9, that sounds really exciting. Can you tell the difference between the energies, or does it all blend together? So that's actually a really good question, and so there's not an easy answer to that. So when I'm really not paying attention at all, hi JW, how's it going? When I'm not paying attention at all, the energy is pretty homogeneous. But when I really try to like focus around the room and try to see what's going on, I can see different colors. I can see the energy moving in different directions in different parts of the room. And if I focus in a specific area of the room, say I'm looking at a specific type of energy, I can actually direct my own emotions or physical projections, frequency projections at that energy, and I can change its color, I can change its direction, its movement, I can speed it up, slow it down. And I think that anybody can do this. It really just is a matter of kind of tapping into the ability and just slowing yourself down enough to like look around and not just look through the air. Actually look like look, I don't know how to explain it. Look at the air. I don't know if that makes any sense. Hold on a second. I had to turn my do not disturb on. John Benny distracting me. Gosh darn it. Okay, so let me check the chat again real quick. Intense. Yeah. Oh, was I stuttering? Or are you just... I don't understand what the I stutter a lot. Sorry about that. Sending love to God's chosen daughter. Everybody send love. I think I missed something. Oh, here we go. She had pure blood instead of urine. Oh, no. Oh, that is so... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Everybody send love and healing to God's chosen if you feel guided. There's a lot going on today. I'm just like, wow. You started noticing energy coming out of your hands, Priscilla. That's amazing. That's how it started with me too. This was before I even knew what energy healing was or energy work or anything. It was like a little bit, it was actually right after I did the spell and kind of like woke myself up, and I was meditating in the bathroom because it was kind of the only place I could. Didn't have like a meditation routine or knew how to meditate, so I would just kind of like hide in my bathroom for a while because the fan in my bathroom would like put me in a trance. Just the drone, the sound of it, I don't know what it was. And I would notice like as I was sitting there that I would get like little streams of energy coming out of my hands. So I would start to play with it, and I would like make like little energy balls, you know, and it would be like, I'd like put them at the wall, and then I'd like start thinking about people, like sending the energy to people, and then I discovered, you know, like Reiki and energy healing, and I'm like, that sounds an awful lot like what I was kind of playing around with already. So I really started getting into learning how to do the quantum healing and the Reiki, and learning how to understand what I was already kind of doing intuitively and be able to like bring it out to its higher potential. So that's kind of how it starts, and really that's kind of when it's the most fun too. I feel like that's when I had the most fun with energy, was in the beginning, when I didn't even really know anything about energy at all, or energy healing, or even, I don't even think I knew the word Reiki yet, or had even heard of Reiki. I was just playing around with what I could see, and I was kind of, you know, like one of those Dragon Ball Z girls, so what it would remind me of was like when they would go into like Super Saiyan mode and their bodies would light up, because when I would start playing with energy, I could see, you know, my body light up. And so I'd be like, you know, and I'd play around with the energy balls like they did, and, you know, you do the little Kamehameha, you know. I really had fun with it, and I encourage everybody to just play with it. Be a little kid again, have fun with the energy, because honestly, I kind of, miss how playful I used to be with the energy. I need to get better. Look at everything all at once. Try to like just kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but when I look at the energy in the air, it's like you're trying to look at the particles in the air. I know it sounds weird because the particles are invisible, but if you really just like, I don't know. I feel like I sound like a crazy person when I say like I can see the particles in the air move, and they're different colors, and they sometimes move in different directions and different speeds. And I feel like everybody can do this. It's just a matter of taking the time to slow down and look at, instead of trying to look at an object, a solid object, just look at what's in front of them, what is invisible, what we don't see. Yes, look at everything. Yes, the in-between, the liminal spaces. I love that word too. I've discovered that word, and it's probably one of my favorite words. I have a hair stuck on my hand. Yeah, don't have expectations. That's the one thing that will make things hard for you, especially when you're like trying to access your abilities, open your abilities, your third eye. Is you want it to be like the movies. Nobody realizes that it's nothing like the movies when your third eye opens. Having a vision is nothing like how somebody has a vision in a movie. Maybe it is for some people, but for most of us, it's so different. For me, my first vision was like looking at a friggin', like, I go location. Like, it's like seeing things in echolocation. Like, it's the best way that I can describe it. Like, if you were to imagine seeing another dimension or another space or another time or another frequency or another being in the form of an echolocation. That's what it was like for me. That's what it is for me most of the time. I also get things inside my mind that are like when you have a memory and you reflect on a memory and you can remember everything about that memory. You can remember the taste, the smell, the feeling, everything, like down to the very minute detail. Those kind of memories, I get those, but of things that aren't, you know, of this incarnation, of this reality. But it's like these memories are so intense. It's like I can smell, I can feel, I can like remember, like the taste, the touch, everything. Like every little detail, like you wouldn't believe. And those are like all like inside my mind. It's not like seeing pictures or anything like that. It's very much like you would reflect on, you know, it's like a reminisce, reflecting on a memory that isn't yours. That's just so real. So, like a daydream, I guess you could say. I'm getting so behind. I'm really far behind on all your guys' questions, so I really apologize for anybody I miss. I'm gonna kind of try to see how much I can catch up on. Oh yay, we sent some healing and saw a flash of light. That's amazing. Oh, that was about the ringing. Yeah, the ringing. It's just, oh gosh. I know, I sometimes I just don't understand how to read certain comments and I'll like hear it in a certain way in my head and I'm like, it's my own like ego getting at me. It's been doing that lately too. Is anybody having issues with their shadow? Like, my goodness, mine has really been like, my friend Becky was talking about a narrator inside her mind and I was like, oh, mine is so loud lately. Anybody else got a narrator that likes to like talk to them? Oh, nice. And I'm just kind of like zooming through the chat. Oh, it keeps like jumping through and I keep missing. Oh, it's so frustrating. It keeps jumping ahead and I keep missing where I'm at. So I'm probably going to miss a bunch of you. I'm so sorry. I'm just letting you know ahead of time that I'm really far behind. You can definitely see the air particles. Good. I'm glad that I'm not the only one. My little sister can see them too, but like when I start talking about it, she's like, you gotta stop. People are going to think you're so crazy. And I'm like, I can't help it. I've always kind of been weird. So it's like, let them think I'm crazy, I guess. Wouldn't this power come when the time is right? Yes, I believe so, but I mean, if you want it, then I feel like that's the right time. And sometimes we kind of set up different, sorry, my crown's falling down. I did it loose this time because it was so tight last time. We will set up little things, like ways for us to kind of activate ourselves. For me, it was a spell. For some people, it's, you know, other situations. So I figure every time it's the right time. If you feel like it's the right time, then it's the right time for you. But everything is also perception. So, I've started perceiving more than seeing clearly. That's a synchronicity, Priscilla, just as I say that. Darn it, it skipped ahead again. So, let's see if I can find back where I was. Oh no, what happened? Where'd it go? Okay. I'm so like computer illiterate. I have such a hard time like trying to set up my webcam earlier today. I was getting so frustrated. I was so mad. I don't know if it just doesn't work. Maybe I just got a dud, or I'm just like, I don't know. I was having such a hard time. You saw an orb yesterday pass your hand, then it moved your guitar tuner and capo, both about 30 centimeters apart. They fell off your music stand. Interesting. I wonder, that's so interesting. I wonder if maybe it wanted you to play, did you like feel inspired to play something with your capo and maybe like tune your guitar to a different frequency? Like maybe there was like some kind of message being brought through there, like play this song that you were just playing, but you know, put your capo here and tune it to a different frequency or something. I don't know. Play around with it. I don't know. It's interesting that the tuner and the capo would fall. It just seems like there was a message. You've been having memories triggering your goddess energy. Yes, me too. I've been like having like massive like this self-empowering like feeling rising from deep beneath me, like just wanting to, I think that's kind of why I felt so inspired to do the breath work, because I really want to like open and like I think everybody's kind of really needing to clear the root chakra, and breath work is really great for that, and get grounded. And oh my gosh, it's just, I know I'm like, what am I, like 22 minutes in, and we still haven't started the meditation. I'm going to get caught up on the chat, and then we'll go ahead and get the meditation started. I close my eyes and see visions, or when you sit in silent meditation. Yes, so that's perfect. And you know, honestly, everybody's going to have visions differently, so don't think that you're not getting them because they're not what you expect them to. It sounds like you're pretty much accepting them pretty well. So that sounds amazing. Oh, I'm just like getting a rush of energy right now. When you close your 3D eyes, you can see even brighter through your third eye. That's amazing. So you know what, you said that, I've been noticing that too lately, is when I close my eyes, like usually when I would see my visions, everything was always really dark. But lately they've been, like, I still get that kind of like sonogram or echolocation type imagery as I'm getting my visions, but the colors are really bright, like bright. Like before it was kind of, they were a lot darker. Like even, they're like more neon, like everything's brighter. Like I get these bright golden lights flashing around me that are like really bright, like this light bright, this light is like bright. It's like in my eyes bright. Women gathering together near a lake, but in the 1200s. That's amazing. You know, I've had many visions of me like doing like energy work and like magic and stuff in bodies of water. I've always been very connected to water. And even when I did like alchemy work and like vision work, like I was always like putting myself into like a body of water and then doing the alchemy and the work that I was doing, whatever I was doing at the time. But it was like, I did a lot of, I'm saying in past tense because I haven't done like some of that stuff for a little while. I've been doing a lot of internal self stuff, but I do need to get back to focusing on that a lot more. But I was putting myself into bodies of water, like, and then healing from like the actual water, almost like as an elemental. Hey Nova, how's it going? Have you ever seen multiple yous and been able to see yourself from all at the same time? This happened to you in a lucid dream. That's amazing, JW. Actually, I have not, but my sister has as well. She's told me of, actually a couple of my sisters have told me of similar experiences. I come from a very highly like esoteric spiritually inclined family. My family is a bunch of psychic people. Like, they all have very, and I'm the only one that's really kind of on this spiritual ascension journey right now. They all are very psychic and just kind of like still like kind of coming out of the the little cocoon. I'm like the big sister. I think that's why I incarnated first, so I could kind of like get everybody up and moving. But I've got a couple sisters that are getting moving forward, and then a couple that are really trying. I come from a big family. There's 8 of us. Okay. Capo is like a little clip thing that you put on the strings of your guitar, and like you can play. I don't know how to explain it. John Vinny, you're better at explaining this. It's like certain songs you can't play It's just easier to play certain songs if you can capo it and play it in a different chord. Like for people like me that can't play the more complicated chords, capos really come in handy. I don't know how else to explain it. Alright. Is my kundalini awakened? My kundalini has been going through an awakening for like a year. It's not fully awakened. Like it goes up and down, up and down. It goes all the way up. Like it's gone all the way up, hit my full crown chakra, and I'm like, oh, full like projections on my wall type experiences. But it's like a constant thing. I have to work on it all the time to keep it active. It's just like, it's not something that's just like it activates and then it's always active. At least not for me. I need to drink some water. I am like clearing some stuff. Don't laugh at my pickle jar. Alright, let's get this meditation started because my candles are about to die. And I want to use some of that energy for this breath work. So I've got Palo going. I'm going to clear the energy. We got a lot of you guys on the chat. Get that going a little more. You're a kid of 8 kids? Yeah, it's rough. I like had to be a mom by the time, like before I could walk, I was already a mom. Like I remember like making food for my siblings when I was like still a little kid, like in places where I was like 3 and 4 years old. I'm like, how do I remember doing that kind of stuff? How was I even able to do that stuff? I mean, my son is 10. You can't, I don't know. I try so hard to get him to be independent, and sometimes I wonder, I'm like, how are you gonna like, I don't know. I've got a lot of work to do with that one. He's good. The first few years of his life, I was really like, I did everything for him. And I kind of realized how that didn't work out so well. And so now I'm like trying to like fix all that. So I'm just cleansing the space. I'm already starting to feel a little better. I was like, there was some like so much energy coming through. Okay, so I'm just looking through. All right. I don't see any specific questions. Hopefully I didn't miss anything too much. I'm gonna have to look away from the chat for a second so I can focus, and that way we can start the meditation. So I want everybody to get yourself into a nice comfortable position. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music up. I'm not really going to be doing a lot of talking. I might bring some language through later on. I don't know when it's going to want to come through. I kind of wanted to try to come through like as I was thinking about it, but I'm going to wait till we get real grounded and get that breath work really flowing. So I want you all to start breathing very deeply as we kind of turn up the beats. If it gets too loud, let me know and I will turn it down, but I'm not really going to be talking too much, so. I'm just kind of tuning into the energy to see kind of how everybody's feeling, what chakra is needing the most work right now. bottom 3 chakras. I want you to take a nice deep breath, and I want you to visualize inside your mind a golden white light as you're breathing in. I want you to breathe in that golden white light, and I want you to allow it to just surround your body, and I want you to breathe it into every cell. Breathe it into every cell of your being. Let it flow through your body. Allow yourself to send an anchor all the way down. All the way down, all the way down to Gaia. Wrap around Gaia's crystal heart. Now I want you to take a nice deep breath, and this time I want you to breathe all the way in from deep below you. Bring that energy all the way up from beneath and below you. Bring it all the way up, and I want you to hold it all the way at the top of your head. Bring it all the way up and hold it. And when you're ready, I want you to release that energy, and as you're releasing it, I want you to push it all the way back down. Push it down. Now I want you to do it one more time. I want you to take a deep breath. In and then push it down. Alright, if you're starting to feel a little bit lightheaded, that's okay. We're going to go ahead and slow it down a little bit. We don't want anybody to get too dizzy. Just kind of calm the breath, regulate it. Try to just find a rhythm, a balance. If you want to move your hands, find a flow. I'm going to start activating some frequencies. This is Noorah Code 1, Light of Existence, and you can find a video if you want to get to know this frequency a little bit more. I'll link it after the live. I'm actually being guided to shift my position. My legs were crossed. If you feel like you need to kind of open up the lower half of your body more so that the energy can flow through your legs. For me, sometimes when my legs are crossed, the energy will get locked up in my legs and it will start to hurt a little bit. I want you to focus on taking your breaths deep from beneath you, holding them all the way up to the top, and then bringing them all the way back down. I just felt a shift in energy. I encourage you to find your own rhythm, but if you want to breathe with me, that's okay. I like to visualize my hands grabbing the energy from below me as I'm breathing up and swirling it up, almost like a vortex, and then bringing it back down, transmuting any chaos into harmony, bringing all back down to the earth, grounding, anchoring all the frequencies. Alright, so another position I'm kind of being called to, and this might help some, is kind of being on your knees. I don't know if you guys can see this. My camera's needs to come down a little bit. Oh, it's not gonna work. Well, just like picture mode. I don't know what the word is for that, but on your knees, and then with your feet kind of tucked behind you, so your pelvis is open. So your back is open. It actually will help you straighten your back out and kind of like open up that root chakra. Go ahead, and if you feel guided, get yourself into that position now. And I encourage you, if you like to move your rib cage into a circle, help open up that pelvis even more, open up that chakra, and help kind of connect with the rhythm. It will help you with your flow. My cat's kind of in the way. I'm seeing a lot of really, really bright, golden, glowing light. So if you're feeling that solar plexus really start to open, getting a lot of heat energy. I don't know if you guys are feeling a lot of heat, and I'm feeling it coming from the root, but I'm also like seeing that solar plexus. It's almost like the sun beaming down on you. It's like sun energy coming through the solar plexus. And I'm starting to see rainbows now. Kira shaka ara. Kira shaka sikia. Kor sikia sikia. Kor sikia sikia. Kor. Kora. Kora shiki ara siki a. Kira shaka ar sir. Kora ara kira sora a. Kira a sir. Ko ara a. Kira shaka ara kiti a. Kira shaka ara kiti a. So ara kiti a. Kira shaka sona a. Kora a. Sa kora a. Ooh, I am getting so much energy on the right side of my body. Are you guys feeling that on the right side of your bodies? Woo. Oh, I had to grind myself back down. I was like feeling like so much right here. I was like, oh, gotta pull myself back in, get myself back into alignment. That happens sometimes. I think that was like, I was sending out a lot of energy. How are you guys feeling? You feeling that heat? Me too. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. Everybody take a nice deep breath. I'm working in the heart right now. I'm feeling the heart. Go ahead and connect with your heart. Kiranoko anakiri Kora anaka suna a. Kira shaka ara kiti a. So a. Kiti a. When you breathe, I want you to focus on breathing the energy in and out, like flowing in and out, almost as if your heart was like flowing in and out with each breath, bringing the energy in and out with each breath. Kira shaka ara kiti a. So a. Kiti a saka. Ki ara a. Kira shaka ona a. Kira shaka ara kiti a. So a. Kiti a. What's up, Lyric Edward? I'm sorry. I just like started. I just finished speaking another language, so my words are a little jumbled. My hair is like your wife's hairstyle with your color. I'm actually about to go pink soon, in a few days. I've been blue for a while. It's one of my favorite colors, especially for my hair. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I want everybody to take a couple more breaths. My hands are like vibrating right now. They're almost like my hands and feet. And just kind of start grounding. Really start grounding the frequencies. And anchoring these codes that came through in the light language. I'm still feeling a lot like coming through the heart chakra. I don't know if you guys are like feeling that. Arctic Fox, Virgin Pink. All right. I think it's gonna be pretty close to that. I was going for, I think fuchsia was the name of the colors. Gonna do that with some blue and purple. Get creative, you know. I've been waiting for months to be able to do just more than one color. I was kind of sufficing. I was using like food coloring to kind of play around and like add to the colors. Oh, you're so welcome, Rita. My cat is playing with the buttons on my duvet cover. She hates it when I pick her up and hold her. She wants me to pet her and love her, but if I try to like pick her up and do this, she gives me dirty looks. And sheds all over me. Oh. You hope you stay awake. Oh, what time is it where you're at, Rita? Yes. No, my kitty, she likes to be a part of all my lives. She's so funny. Yang energy, yeah, the electric energy. That's where the heat is coming from. Oh my gosh. Oh, and that's probably why we're hitting that solar plexus too. Oh, so much cat hair on my face now. That's what I get, right? Heat and sparkles, yeah, right? Totally. Oh my gosh. Oh, you were feeling the waves in your body. Oh my gosh. Me too. Like for a minute there, I don't think I was like... Woo! It was like intense, that energy coming through. Wow. Like, I mean... I don't even know. It's like, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again because when I channel, like... I kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I have to go back and watch it again. All I can say is that was intense. Yes, my beautiful kitty, she's my little feline. And it's funny because I swear she's like she reincarnated. Like she was my dog. And she reincarnated as my cat. Because she reminds me so much of my dog, Sapphire. Like, oh my god. You just got off work in Central Time. Alright. So your weekend's just starting. Well, thank you for joining the party. You came at the perfect time. Well, I don't know if you missed the whole meditation or not, but you can always, back it up. Harmony, balance, and love and light to all. Love you too, Bert. And does that mean you're taking off? I don't know. Volunteering tomorrow. Oh, you're going to sleep? Alright, good night. Love you. Love Dragon. Yes, you're seeing the heat and the light and the colors. Tuning into them frequencies, Hannah Mori. You got it, boo. Good night, Bert. Sending you love. Give Aisha my love. I didn't see her in the chat, so give her my love. I don't know if she's with you or not. Oh, you're volunteering tomorrow as well, Elemental. I am getting so much cat hair all over me. Good night. Thank you for joining us. There you are, Aisha. Sending you love. I must have missed you somewhere along the way. Yay, Fairy Friday. I know. I really wanted to be able to have something that you guys can, like, be consistent, like, look forward to, always know, I'm going to be here every Friday at this time, and eventually I want to incorporate maybe even doing 2 live streams a week. I really like doing tarot, so I want to be able to do one where I do tarot. but I also want to be able to do these meditations, so I might have to do separate live streams to be able to do that. So your body is still swaying. Amazing. Thank you. Oh, you've been here the whole time. Oh, amazing. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I know it's so hard for me to stay on top of this chat, and I'm so sorry for anybody in the chat that I miss. Like, I even have my backup computer here, but it jumps around, and I'm just like, so frustrated. Oh, but I had so much fun. Does anybody, we've got 9 left in the chat, so does anybody have any questions? You know, we can keep rolling it for a few more minutes. We're about 55 minutes in, so we got like 5 more minutes. If you guys have any questions you want to throw in the chat, anything. Questions about the energy. I don't really feel like I got much into the energy updates. I might have to do a separate video for that. We'll see. I'll have to rewatch the live tomorrow morning. I always do that in the morning. I rewatch the live, and then I read through the chat, and then sometimes I'll throw timestamps in the comments if it's a really long live, so they don't have to watch the whole 2-hour thing, and maybe there's something towards the end that they want to see, but they don't know exactly where it is, so I'll timestamp it. So I try to do that for you guys. It's Saturday in Scotland. Amazing. Yeah, you know what? It's supposed to be Saturday tomorrow too, and we were gonna go to the park, but now it's supposed to snow, and I'm so mad because it was 65 degrees today, so it was so nice today, but my husband had to work, and he was supposed to have the day off, and we were gonna go to the park today, and I went, oh crap, so he had to go to work, and so we were gonna go tomorrow, and then I checked the weather, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. I'm like, how does it go from 65 to snow? It's like everywhere I live, it's like I have to deal with this in the springtime. When I lived in Tahoe, it would be snowing one day, I'd be at the beach, and then it'd be it would be sunny one day, I'd be at the beach. You're biting me again. And next day it would be snowing, straight up. It's crazy. You're interested in the incoming energies? So, basically what I saw was what I think was a CME come off the sun today around 2:30 standard time. So usually I feel it right away, as soon as it happens, and then other people feel it when it hits Earth, which is 24 to 48 hours later. So, you know, in a day or two you might start to feel it. I also saw the solar winds kick up, and that's coming from, I think, the southern coronal hole, because I noticed that was aligned with Earth. We had a couple patchy holes on the equatorial plane of the sun, but really the big one was going to be that southern coronal hole that was going to be bringing in those incoming winds. But I think we were only KP3, maybe 4 when I checked, and so that's not too bad. What we were feeling yesterday, though, that wasn't the solar winds. That was cosmic rays. That was some, crazy, freaking stuff coming in yesterday. Whew. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys felt that. I was, even today, though, I've been having trouble walking straight, feeling like a drunk person walking around, I don't know. My equalizer was, not there. Do you have any tips during the day for when you have a tough few minutes and you want to pause and meditate? Oh my god, I hide in bathrooms and I do breath work. I just breathe. I breathe in really deep, and then I push everything down into my feet. I bring it in all the way through my root, bring it all the way up, and then I push it all the way back down through my feet. I get really stressed sometimes during the day because I have kids, and I can't really hide anywhere except for in the bathroom for a few minutes. So I find myself doing that a lot. Going into the bathroom, shutting the door, locking it, and just standing there and breathing for while my kids are banging on the door. Mom! And I'm like, I just need to breathe for 5 seconds. Okay, it says, in the meditation, I could see everyone in the etheric realms joining in from the chat. That is amazing, John Benny. That is amazing. Thank you for saying that. That's extraordinary. I love it. He always tells me about all these amazing things. Thank you, John. Right? Nova knows what I'm talking about. I hide in the that if it wasn't for hiding in the bathroom, I probably never would have started meditating, because that's how I started meditating, in the bathroom, like sitting on the porcelain goddess, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I guess that's what people call it, the chariot. I sat there and meditated on the toilet for the most part. And then eventually my kids got used to me like needing to meditate, and I would do it in the living room sometimes, and they would climb all over me. And then I created a space in my bedroom, which is this space here, and this is where I meditate now. So it came in time. It started in the bathroom, but eventually I created a space for me to meditate in. I love you, JW. The porcelain pony, yes! That's perfect. Alright, so we are at 1 hour. If anybody has anything else they want to throw in, do it now, because I'm going to go ahead and close out this meditation and chat until next Friday. And I don't see anything coming in, so I'm just waiting like one more second. Alright, everybody. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next Friday. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to these Fridays now. Like, I'm so glad I started doing this, and big shout out to Soul Moon's Rising for getting me started with this, because honestly, she was like that, I don't know what you call it, just that final motivation that got me into doing it. So I love you all so much. Blessings. I will see you all next Friday for another meditation. Love you.